Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Clinical R Insights. My name is Gitanjali. I create beginner-friendly videos for people learning R in pharmaceutical industries, especially clinical programmers. So today's topic is apply family of function in R using the real clinical datasets called ADSL. Today I'll use the PharmaVerse Adam ADSL dataset to explain all these functions. So these functions are extremely important because they help us automate data check, generate summary stat quickly, avoid loop and repetitive codes. So first is why apply family. Apply family reduce loop and faster coding, easy column, row, group operations, and very useful in clinical programming. Works great for the data validation and summaries. Apply family is best part is we avoid writing loops. So what function we will learn today? Apply family, I'll apply, S apply, and T apply. First comes to apply. Best for the numeric column. Any column that is numeric in your data set, you can easily apply this function to calculate any kind of function. Like you want to calculate mean, median, minimum, maximum for all the numeric column, like any numeric column, like age, weight, height. And the structure is very simple. You just have to add data set you are working with, margin. I will explain later when we will do coding in R, and then function, which function you want to apply, mean, median, mean, X, etc. This apply function, you can easily calculate the average age of patient, average weight of patients, and this type of information we often use for our table creation, for summary statistics on all these for table creations. Next comes to lapply. Lapply output always in a list form, and lapply is very good in data quality check. Clinical use is like counting missing value, identify data issue quickly. LApply also have very simple function. You just have to apply your data and function, which function you want to apply. Like we want to calculate the missing observations in particular column. We can easily use this function. In clinical trials, missing data check are very important. We check if any subject are missing age, sex, race, or treatment assignment. So by applying this lapply function, we can easily find out which variable or which subject have missing value. Because if, let's say, if age is missing, it may impact the analysis population. If treatment is missing, uh, we can easily check whether the subject is screen failure or not randomized to the not randomized. So that these small things really affect our clinical analysis in the end for report creations. Next come to sapply. Sapply is completely similar to the lapply. We use sapply for checking the missing value, but sapply is more simpler version of lapply because it gives output in a vector form, not in a list form. List form is more complex to understand, not that much, but sapply give just vector output. So it easily we can easily analyze this output as in the form of vector. Basically, lapply and sapply both we can use for the quality check. Next, come to tapply. Tapply work as an apply but in a group wise summary. For we can use this in a group wise summary. Perfect for the TLF style stats. Let's say we want to calculate age. With apply also we can calculate mean of the age, but we can use as a grouping variable treatment in this tapply. It's So this is our variable on which we want to apply this function, and this is our grouping variable. So with treatment wise, we can calculate the mean age for that particular group. So this is basically the summary of all the function we just did. So function apply, input, matrix, data frame, output, vector, data frame, work on a numeric column. Lapply, list or a data frame as an input and output as a list. We can use these for data quality check. Then sapply, list and data frame and output is in a vector form. For lapply is it list and for sapply vector. Clean readable output we will get in this sapply. For TA apply, we give as a vector, not the list or data frame. As a vector, we have to provide plus which, on which grouping variable you want to apply that particular function. We will get in a tabular form, table. So this is very useful for TLF group summaries. So now let's jump to R Studio to see how all these functions really work on a real-time data. So this is my R Studio. I hope you can see my screen. First, I want to set my R environment for programming. So first clear my environment. I want to clear my environment. So first, yeah, my global environment is completely clear. Now I want to load the necessary library. I already installed my PharmaWorks add-on package and I have Replier as well installed. If you haven't, you have to first install that package, then you have to call library. So next suggestion, PharmaWorks add-on I already have, so no need of installing again. So this is library. Now library again for because I want to use deployer as well. So I'm calling deployer as well. So let's call it now. In PharmaWorks add-on, as I said, I will use ADSL to explain all this function. So for calling ADSL from PharmaWorks add-on, I have to write ADSL and just run. Now you can see 306 observation and 54 variable I have in PharmaWorks add-on ADSL datasets. But only thing is I have only one variable that is numeric, that is age. So I will work on this variable only. If you have other numeric variable, you can use that as well for your calculations. I have only one, so I'm using this only. So first is apply function, column wise summary. Goal is calculate mean of the numeric variable like age, height, and weight. But as I said, I have only age as a numeric variable in my data set. So I will use that. For apply function, I have to create one more uh, vector or object. For this, I have to ADSL and applier, and I'm selecting all the numeric variable that I have in my data set. But I have only one. But if you have more, you can select all other variable as well, like age, height, weight, etc. So I'm just using one for my calculation. So age is the only numeric variable I have in my data set. Now I'm applying apply function from apply family. For that, we need to use this selected variable vector num. Now then 2. Why 2? I'll explain. Now which function I want to apply? Let's say mean. Mean I want to apply. But I want to avoid all the missing observation that if I have. I don't know I have it or not, but I'm just avoiding that. So 2 means column wise calculation. I have I want to show this. This is my selected numeric variable. I want to calculate mean in a column wise basis. Let's say I have two more other variable uh, age, height, and weight, and I want to calculate the row wise calculation for mean. Then I can use 1 instead of 2. So then it will calculate row wise calculation. But now I have only one, so I am going for the column wise calculation. So I want to show you after running this. So this is the output I am giving after. So this is the age mean after applying apply family function, that is applicable. But if let's say I have two more, like age, height, and weight, so it will give age mean and then weight mean and height mean. So in a vector form, it will give all the three selected numeric variables. So this was the apply function from the apply family. Let's come to the lapply functions. Missing data check, as we read. Goal, count missing value in each column for data quality check. Let's say we want to see how many missing observation we have in all the variable in the given data sets. For that, we have to use lapply and our given data set that we are working with, and we have to write function x, let's say any argument we are giving, and then sum like how many missing value we have. It will give sum of missing value from each variable in our data set. Okay, now let's run. And as we read, like from lapply, output should be in list form. So this is the output. It is giving me all the variable with all the missing value. Let's say study ID, I don't have any missing value in this variable. USubject ID, no missing value. But RFSTDTC, I have 52 missing value out of 306 observation. So it is giving me sum of all the missing value. It is very useful in quality check. Let's say USubject ID is our required variable in DM domain, right? So we can easily see or quality check, is there any missing value or not from USubject. If there is a missing value, definitely there is some problem with our DM domain. So we have to check and go back and check why it's showing USubject ID as a missing value. As you see, like this as lapply is very useful. We can apply to check like is there any missing value. We can apply this function to all the variable in one go. So it's very useful. But it is giving me output in a list form. Let's say if I want in a vector form, like easily readable, right? This is very like we have to scroll up and down to see, okay, yeah, all this variable. So if we want to see in a vector form, we have to just copy this code. It's nothing much. We have to, for simplified output for easy reading, instead of L, just add S and just run this code. Okay, so look, let me make it bigger. So this is my output in a vector form. Easily readable, no need of scrolling. We can easily do quality check. Okay, this variable have this much missing value. This much D, that D is like completely missing, almost like 303. So yeah, we can say that like yeah, that variable have this much missing value, and RF DTC is 54. So easy to do quality check. So lapply and sapply, almost similar, just output is different. Now come to the tapply, mean age by treatment arm. And now we want to calculate the mean of age by treatment variable. So for that we have to tapply. Okay, we can use this ADSL. We have to give vector, not list. Then ADSL, which variable we want to, basically we want to calculate mean of age with treatment wise. When we want to calculate the mean, I can copy and no, yeah. Now we can see how it will give. So this is my output. These are the 3 or like 4 treatment I have, and we calculated the mean of age in every treatment group.